Arndt, who will vie for the quarterback job with the Toros this summer. Welcome to the show, and thanks for being with us. Long ways from Connecticut to San Antonio. Talk about that journey.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks for having me on, Andy. And just glad to be here in the great city of San Antonio. I'm now in Austinite, so I'm just from up the road now. But, yeah, born and raised in Connecticut and played my college football there, and been fortunate the last 9 years to be in and around pro football and all the places that's taken me. So, San Antonio is my next stop. I've never really been here before, so I'm looking forward to it. And it's a great football city, and that's what I love.
What have you been doing, and where have you played since your college career ended?
Yeah, so for those of you that don't know, I went to Western Connecticut, small school, underdog kid, and went on to play 7 years in the CFL. During COVID, when things got a little wonky for everybody, I coached for 2 years as the quarterback coach in the CFL, and I had this drive and passion to play still, so I stepped away from a promising coaching career and still sharp as a knife, and looking forward to throwing a bunch of touchdowns for the Toros, and that's what brings me here today.
You never lose the desire, do you?
No. And, as a competitor, there's nothing like being able to put on that helmet and strap it up and go to war with your brothers. So ultimately, that's what we all love. It's the sport that we all are huge fans of. And, being a quarterback and having that responsibility is something I love, and it's my passion.
I always talk about this with teams, and whether it's a team that's undefeated and going to a championship game of whatever level it is, or you're 0 whatever, it's still a chance to play a game. And football is one of those games. Basketball you can play pickup, 1-on-1, 2-on-2, whatever. Golf or other sports you can play on your own. Football, you need 10 other guys with you to be able to go do this and put on the pads and hit one another. So it's a unique thing that you get to do every time there's a game.
Totally, and I think that's why we all love it. It's hard to put together. It's hard to do, but when you do it right and you put all the pieces together, it's the best sport in America. That's why it's the most popular. That's why people love it. That's why both of us here are talking about it, and that's what we're doing here with the Toros.
The line, I think it was in the league of their own. If it was easy, everybody could do it.
Damn right.
So it's the hard that makes it good.
100%. Yeah. So that's what we're doing here today. We're putting our grassroots down in San Antonio, showing people that we're doing things the right way. We got great ownership. We got great coaches. And, I'm already talking to players and putting things together. I'm here on my own time, just learning the offense and putting things, together so that when we step foot on that field, we have a great product and we're prepared, and we're doing true professional football.
Coach Bedford's going to have you throwing the football a lot. So the idea to play a run and shoot offense, take us through the playbook from your standpoint and how much fun that's going to be.
Yeah, totally. So Coach Bedwell and I have known each other for a couple of years now, and the air raid is something that's going to be a lot of fun for fans. And, it's dynamic and it's multiple, so you're not going to see the same thing every time, but at the same time, we'll throw the football all over the field. I like to thank myself and Nate and the quarterbacks that we got huge arms, so you're going to see some shots down the field, and you're going to see sideline to sideline action with good speed and great athletes.
And you're familiar with this, so you're going to play American football for 3 quarters and then Canadian football rules for the 4th. So how do you make that adjustment both ways? Totally.
I want to speak to the fans and the people listening to this right now. This is the cool part about this league is we get this fusion of a platform that's great for players to catapult into the NFL, the CFL, and the premier professional football leagues, because we get to do true NFL football and then we get to do true CFL football, so they can get the film and showcase that. But not only that, it makes for a great product because everyone loves the outdoor football, and the CFL action in the 4th quarter adds a different element. You got to contend with the motion, the rule changes, but also it makes it interesting so that when you're down 14 points in the 4th quarter, you're not feeling like, they could just run the ball and you're out of the game, because you got to play it true and the rules change a little bit. So I'm super pumped about that, and I think my time, obviously growing up in the States and playing football and having some success here, and then my time in the CFL, it should make for a great combo.
Yeah, and for those that don't know, in the Canadian Football League, you're punting on 3rd down, not 4th. You only have 2 plays to pick up those 10 yards.
Yep, it goes quick. And I always joked from when I was playing in Canada that if I ever got a chance to go back to American football, that it would be so easy. So yeah. That's what I'm banking on now.
Is it easier to go back to American football?
We're going to find out.
After this is over with, is that coaching career something you want to go back to and do again?
Yeah, where my focus is at right now is playing. Being a quarterback is just what I love. It's who I am. I know they say like football's what you do. It's not who you are, but I love what it makes me to be in terms of being a leader and trying to do things the right way, and being a good person and doing all those things. But when football is done, it would be like going to get a PhD in something and not use it to be able to give it back, and that's ultimately what we all should try to do in life, is give it back.
You have Chris Carpenter on your team. He's from UTSA, by way of Colorado for a year, and East Texas is where he played his high school football. Talk about having a local guy to throw the ball to.
Yeah, Chris and I were just talking earlier today. Just something I'm working on putting together is getting us some time and continuity together with the players on our team and building those relationships so that it's evident when we step foot on the field that we're in chemistry with one another. But Chris is a great athlete. I've been super impressed with what this ownership group and Coach Bedwell have been able to put together with the talent. You're talking true Power 4, Power 5 schools, TCU, UTSA. I mean, across the board, the signings that we have are really impressive.
The quarterback and the center are the only two players that absolutely have to touch the ball on every play. And that creates a lot of responsibility that goes with the job. You're going to get the blame when you win. You're going to get the blame when you lose. And sometimes it's not warranted either way, but that's just part of the game, isn't it?
It is. I was talking with our offensive line coach, Coach Sink over there, and the center is, believe it or not, it's my favorite guy on the team. I mean, we obviously have a very special physical relationship, but he is anchoring so much stuff and decisions that take place and make the football, play able to be executed. So I don't think that position gets enough credit for what they're asked to do. So for anyone at home, just know how integral the center is to the success of a football team.
So June and July and even May in South Texas, you're going to be outdoors and it's going to be hot. So you ready for that?
Oh yeah. Well, the good thing is we got night games. So you Toros fans, most of our games are at 7 p.m. So things get beautiful here at night, and we're ready for the heat. We want the smoke, literally and mentally. So we're going to be grinding, and the sun and the heat, that won't be a thing for us.
All right. Thanks so much for spending a few minutes with us. All the best. Can't wait for the season to start. Should be a lot of fun, and bring another championship to San Antonio. We don't never have too many of those.
100%. This is a legacy thing. I know the Toro, it's cool having a team that used to exist here, bringing it back to life. We're going to do it right. We're going to be working hard for San Antonio. So come out and check out a game, and thank you to everybody here for making it happen. Vamos.